Beautiful, beautiful, bright, precious souls. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Ascension's Love with Alice, a return to union. It is so gorgeous to be here with you. I'm so excited for this reading. This is a weekly angelic insight. We are looking at the week commencing Monday the 26th of April through to Sunday the 2nd of April. Can you believe we are already at the end of April? I know, right? And that's exactly what happens with spring, right? For anyone that's been following me for a little while, we talk about time, we talk about how it spirals, how it expands and contracts, and how it doesn't really exist, but it does at the same time. It's all very quantum fieldy and very mind-boggling in the most incredible way. But that's essentially what happens as soon as Aries hits, which it obviously was last month. You know, time starts to speed up, and now it's at a steady pace with that Taurus energy, so that's really incredible. But let's get right back to it. So thank you for joining me here on my channel. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because what that will do is it will let you know when there is a new reading available. We do readings for every sun transit and every full moon and new moon, because they are incredibly powerful to work with. Also occasional ones as well for major transits, such as the Pluto retrograde, which you will see in the next video. So be sure to keep your eye out for that, because that is going to be powerful. Those energies are already being felt by many people. So keep your eye out for that. But we are here today to call upon our angels, our guides, our ascended beings of love and light to bring through clear messages for next week, so that we can best utilize this guidance to help our ascension, to help us align more with bliss in more ease and grace and flow, so we're not having to resist and we're not having to get stuck with whatever's coming up. So if you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. And thank you so much for the kind souls who donated to the last video. If you feel inspired to offer any type of energy exchange, whether that is through liking, sharing and commenting, or whether that is through offering a beautiful donation or a gift from the wish list that is in the description box below, I thank you so much in advance, and I bless you with so much abundance in return. But for now, let's get cracking. Let's have a little look, and let's see which archangels are going to join us today. So who's going to join us today to lay out the themes for next week? So let's see, we're going to have 3 or 4 cards. Let me know, you guys, who we got. Thank you. So we've got 1 Archangel Metatron, of course we have. Archangel Jophiel. I say of course we have because these 2 archangels, they have been showing up every single day. Archangel Mary, and I think 1 more, thank you, who are on the side. Lady Gaia, of course. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful combination, like perfect balance of masculine and feminine as well, hey. And what's really fascinating is we've got Metatron here, who is governing the stellar gateway chakra. We've got Archangel Hope just on the bottom here. I just wanted to see who was there. Let's pop you here. Archangel Hope is gorgeous. So Archangel Hope is running through the energy of the whole week, so reminding us, let me just check that that's in camera. I don't think it is. I'm just going to move you up a little bit. So Archangel Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel, right? So helping with those lower chakras. But what's really incredible about Archangel Hope is that it's remembering that, you know, it's remembering that that is all there is. That is the only thing that we can have, is hope, right? You know, it's like at the end of Pandora's box, what is there? There is hope, right? And, you know, when all else fails, you know, hope is what keeps us going, right? Love is all around, love is running through everything, but when things get dense and heavy and tough, right, we need to have hope. We need to see the rainbow that will appear after the rain, after the showers, after the clouds, you know. Hold that light. There is metamorphosis happening. Look at all these butterflies around her. Look at all these colours. Right, she looks like unicorn colours here to me. We've got rainbows, we've got mountains, we've got nature, and we've got 2 beautiful energies here that are all about that nature and that Mother Earth, and that is not by chance that has occurred this way in this reading, because, and I did some videos about this on my Facebook page, Ascension's Love with Alice, and in my group. So if you're not yet a part of my Isis Dream Temple Facebook group, it's free to join. Please feel welcome to join it. The link is in the description box below, because we do card readings and things like that. But other things we do is the Ascension update, which actually talks about nature and the importance that it's going to play for helping us navigate what is to come. So we have Archangel Metatron, which is all about soul purpose, right? Soul destiny, you know, increasing our light levels. And that's exactly what is happening, right? That's exactly what's happening. And it has been for a while, but more so now we are on a totally different platform when it comes to how much light we can absorb and where that light is coming from. And the quantity and quality of it is just, it's never been this high before. Right, so we've got Archangel Metatron of our stellar gateway. You know, this is where your higher self is. This is your I am presence, your monadic presence. You know, this is about how much light can you incorporate on a cellular level, right? And in order to do that, you know, we've got to shift some of the shadows. You know, but that's how this week is starting with Archangel Metatron really setting the pace there, and it's dropping down, right? And then that light drops down, and look to Archangel Jophiel, who is there in the crown chakra, right, with that beautiful pale yellow white light, you know, advising us to act with wisdom, right, use information for the highest good. But what Jophiel, it feels like he's coming through to tell us is that, yeah, it feels like whatever, let me just put this into words. It feels like with that light as it drops down into our crown, we're then able to utilize our discernment and act in a higher place, act from a higher level. So we're no longer reacting to the mundane kind of denseness of planet Earth. What we're doing instead is we're acting from this place of wisdom, from this place of light, from this place of neutrality, is the word I'm receiving right now. And what that's going to enable us to do is really work with things like the law of attraction, right? Really actively work with that. You know, there is lots of things that there's lots of light integrating right now that is going to unlock things within your mind, which will actually show you, it'll help you feel like you're getting a steady footing, you know, moving forward. Which I know for a lot of people, it's felt really, really dense, right? It felt really foggy for people, like, where am I going? What am I doing? You know, that's been felt for a lot of people. But what's really nice is that, you know, we've got this yellow coming in, right? Look at this. The first part of the week is very yellow and orange in colour, right? That's solar plexus energy. That's, you know, that's moving down into that space, into that sacral space as well. That's creativity, you know. And obviously also in the ascended chakras, this is the higher. So what's really fascinating is we've got the energy of the colors coming in, so that that positivity, that joy, that playfulness, that creativity, etc. But it kind of like mirrors on both sides of the chakra of the column of light, right? Because when we look at the 3D chakra system or the 4D chakra system, yellow and orange is the second and third chakra, right? You know, the solar plexus and the sacral. But if we look at the ascended chakras, the fifth dimensional ones, which is where a lot of us are operating from now, we've got that orange, which is up in your stellar gateway, that golden orange of the great central sun of Metatron, along with that beautiful pale yellow of the crown chakra, you know? So, and yeah, and Archangel Hope as well, representing, like we said before, those lower chakras. So I don't think it's and I say that she's representing that because Archangel Gabriel governs the root, the sacral, and the navel chakra, right? So I find it really fascinating that we have the ascended chakras, the stellar gateway, the crown, showing up here, but then we also have Archangel Hope, who's like the feminine counterpart of Archangel Gabriel, who governs the lower chakras that we just mentioned before. I hope that wasn't too convoluted. It kind of made sense in my head, but it may not have done to you. The reason why it's being shared though is because there's an emphasis, right? It's like as above, so below, right? There is a massive emphasis on what's going to feel like it's being activated and on what level. So it feels like the masculine energies are going to be being worked with and rewritten in the crown chakra, but it feels like the feminine energies are going to be worked with in the sacral, right? So the sacral and the solar plexus and the root feels like the feminine energy, the divine feminine needs to come in to actually hold that space to do the healing work in that area, whereas the higher chakras are having the divine masculine kind of balance it out. That's kind of where I was going to with that, which is really fascinating. And as the week goes by, we've got Archangel Mary coming in here. So Archangel Mary is the overarching angel that has shone through every Mary that's been here, right? So Mary Magdalene and Marianna, right? Mother Mary, you know. Archangel Mary shone through Mother Mary, you know, and kind of, you know, helped her do what she needs to do. And this is about opening our hearts, right? Opening our heart with compassion, you know, enfold others with love, right? Lady Gaia, your challenges are lessons, you are loved and welcome on earth. And this is the thing, I actually just did a video about this this morning, so check back on my Facebook page and in my Facebook group. But, you know, we are here for a reason, right? We have chosen to come here. We've been here by invitation. It's only by invitation we are here on planet Earth. And it's going to feel... It actually, you know what, it's funny because this week actually feels quite an optimistic week. We will see as we pull other cards, but it feels a lot lighter than other weeks have done, which is really nice. Whether it will or won't be, we'll find out, but we'll find out as we pull more cards. But yeah, we've got to keep our heart open right now. We've got to keep our heart open, but especially to the earth, right? The more love we can show to the earth, the more that we're going to help ourselves stay grounded, and the more that we're going to help ourselves move through the energies that we're needing to process right now. I think the denseness is probably has probably already been from last week, to be fair, and that. So if you're still feeling the heaviness, which you may do because we have this Scorpio full moon on the Tuesday, right? So yeah, you may feel that denseness from that, because Scorpio full moon is going to take you into the depths of things, right? It really will do. And that Pluto retrograde will do the same. But what is going to come from that, you know, is all this hope, all this joy, all this wisdom, all this love, this open heart, and this understanding, this deeper understanding of the role that we're here to play on Earth. And that's what it actually feels like. This week is going to be about the deeper understanding of our purpose here on planet Earth, why we are here. That's what it's going to feel like. So let's have a look at what the best guidance is to help us navigate through. Actually, should we do challenges first? Where's my dragons? There they are. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's do challenges. Okay, so beautiful angels and guides, what challenges may we face this week? What do you think? Okay, so we've got Dandelion coming in. So that's that vitality, empowerment, perseverance. Dream guide, teacher and guardian. It's very mirroring here of these cards. Oops, too many cards. We've got waning moon coming in, and we have past life coming in as well. And on the bottom of the deck we have emotions, initiation, rejuvenation. So it really is a week of initiation. We are potentially going to find that really tricky, really challenging, because the water, although we want it to remain calm, the water represents that emotion. We want it to remain calm. We want it to remain, you know, we want to float alongside it, on top of it, right? Kind of tread the water in a nice way, but it might feel like it's coming over like that. And that's going to be that Scorpio moon influence, you know, the deepest diving of the water signs, the most intuitive as well, for that matter, right? Well, I say most intuitive. That's not fair, but what I mean is they kind of see deeper, more naturally. Everyone can go to the same depths as everyone else, but they have a natural affinity to go deep without realizing it, is what I mean by that. So we might find that we're going to get tired next week. I know some people probably watching this going, hello, I'm tired all the time right now. And if that is the case, get outside. I'm not even joking. Our bodies, and watch my video on my Facebook page for this, but our bodies are like lightning rods for energy, right? And if we are not grounding ourselves, then we are going to feel tired, because we've got these electrons and electricity bolting about within us. But anyway, we might feel that we're getting blown here, there and everywhere as well, you know. So we might feel a little bit tired, and we might feel a bit here and there, and we might feel like it's just, you know, if we kind of stick too much in our mind, but not in a wise way. So if we are not tuning into the light and not allowing that to come in through the crown, if we're blocking that, then it's going to feel like this. It's going to feel fluffy and foggy and kind of here, there and everywhere, right? Dream guide coming in here. So you're going to be doing a lot of work in dream space and dream time. Be careful, especially if you are in this line of work where you are helping and guiding people, and if you are a light worker, be careful of the spiritual ego this week. Just be wary of it. Just be wary about any judgments that may be coming up, because that message is coming through quite strong. The spiritual ego is going to kind of get triggered next week, or this week that we're reading for. And it's very subtle when that happens, right? It's very, very subtle. So just be aware of that, okay, you guys? So if you are watching this and you are an angelic medium, or you are an intuitive or a healer or anything like that, or a coach or mentor, just be a little bit wary and just check your own ego periodically throughout the day, and just kind of make sure that you are fully aligned from your heart space, and feeling that full compassion, right, for everything, because the spiritual ego is probably the most subtle out there. And it's probably the most subtle aspects of the ego out there, because we really don't realize, right? And it's going to call us to want to go inwards and double check ourselves, right? And that's a really good thing. There's a lot of past life stuff coming in which might challenge us, and that's going to be that Pluto retrograde, right, you guys? That's going to be the effect of Pluto going retrograde, and that introspection is that we are going to be Pluto's all about death and rebirth, right? And it's about going deep. That's specifically what that planet is, you know. And it's about karma completion as well. So there's going to be a lot of that energy coming in. I don't know what Saturn is doing, but it feels like there's Saturn energy coming in as well there. But yeah, what we're being guided to do here is focus on, like, if you are getting drawn back through your Akashic records, if you're being given insight to heal and to clear on certain timelines, old timelines, or paradigms or dynamics, you know, we've got to honor the lessons that we experienced when we were that person, when we experienced that thing. We haven't all had blissfully joyful lives, right? We have had lifetimes specifically designed around contrast, right? Specifically where we played a role that wasn't the most illuminating or enlightened one, specifically so that we could get that deeper insight, right? That is something that has happened for every single person on this planet. No one is exempt from that, right? But if we kind of shield our eyes from seeing that, then that's when we kind of live in a space where we are denying ourselves true expansion, because it's only with embracing that contrast are we able to actually illuminate it and expand through it. And that's why I think we've got Hope and Mary coming in here about that heart space, and Lady Gaia as well, because, you know, the thing about Lady Gaia, and I love this, is that you are here on Earth and you've had lifetimes here on Earth, and some of them have been more fun than others, right? Some of them have had trauma, some of them you've been the victim, some you've been the abuser, right? We have to say that because it's true. But Lady Gaia has invited you back each and every time because she sees the bigger picture. She sees the timeline, and this is what you're getting asked to do here, is see the bigger picture, see the timeline. She has unlimited compassion and love, because she knows that if we are acting from ego, that is not actually us. We only act like, we are not any event, we are not any lifetime, we are not anything like that. We are the soul, the light, the higher self. We are this energy, right? We are love, we are light. That is what we are and what we resonate at. And that's what Archangel Mary and Lady Gaia see so clearly, so purely, so honestly, so truthfully, so compassionately as well. And that's what they're influencing us here and encouraging us to focus on that as we do go back through our Akashic records, as we do go back through our quantum realms. And beautiful souls, if you would like help and assistance, if you are drawn to doing work in the Akashic records, in the quantum fields, if you're looking to do quantum healing, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially where we work through all time and space and reweave some of the timelines and complete some karmic cycles that have played out as a pattern after pattern after pattern. If you are called to, if you're drawn to that, if you're curious about that, please reach out, because it's incredible to facilitate those types of healing. Those types of healings for people, and those types of soul journeys and remembrance. So do reach out, because that is a service I offer, and I do have spaces next week, or for this week that this is being recorded. Same with Angelic Guidance as well. If you're looking for that wisdom and that clarity, do reach out. I have spaces at the end of next week, right? So, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at what extra support that we have for this week, if there's anything that we've missed here. So let's pull a couple of these cards. We've got the Pleiades coming in. Yes, hello Pleiades, the blue rose. Blue dragons from the Pleiades. So this is about heart activation. So once again, we've got massive heart activation coming in this week. We've got deep blue dragon. There's a lot of blue. Look at this, Michael's dragon, right? And Lyrans, of course. And we've just had the Lyran meteor shower, you know? We've just had the Lyran, however we say that, meteor shower and sunshine yellow. Sunshine yellow. Lots of yellow. We've just had the Lyran meteor shower, so that's been scattering and distributing Christ light everywhere. We've got the Pleiades, who are literally here to teach about unconditional love. So this is very good energy coming in here, mirroring Archangel Mary and Lady Gaia. You know, we've got the deep blue dragon, which is a really incredible dragon to call upon to help clear the denseness around you. So if you're feeling like things are dense, call upon the deep blue dragon. This is Archangel Michael's dragon. Trust that you are protected. Trust that you are walking a path of light, but you know what? That path will have obstacles. The road will be rocky, right? And that's okay. It, you know, if it was a smooth road, we would get bored already. We would. So this dragon, call upon it to help clear your path and to keep you safe, and make sure we thank the dragons if we're working with them, right? I mean, they are benevolent, they are beautiful souls of service to the divine, but it's always good to make sure that it's evenly reciprocated with that gratitude and appreciation for any beings of light that we work with, right? So we have extra support from the Pleiades and from the Lyran constellation. This is once again that Christ light. This is connecting as well up to the causal chakra. So this is the one of the chakras in between these two chakras here. So it's right above your crown, or if or sometimes people feel that at the back of their head. I know my causal chakra, I feel that at the back of my back of my crown, because when we had elongated heads, right, that's where the causal would be. So let's not forget that. But let's see here. This is an incredible week, you guys. It really, really is. So let's make the most of it. Reach out if you need help. If you are interested in booking a session, or if you just want to inquire about it, drop me an email. It's always fun to hear from you guys. And I do have a couple of spots available for more one-to-one coaching. So that's when you book 4 sessions at a time on a week-by-week basis. And that's done at a really incredible discount. So if you are called to actually really stepping into your timeline, and if you are called to really anchoring in your light and clearing on a mass scale, then definitely look at booking that in, or just inquiring anyway. But let's see what we have here. We've got to feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. I am sure this came out yesterday as well in the reading. What reading did we do yesterday? It was the full moon, hey? I'm sure that came out in the full moon reading. But we've got to feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness, right? Jophiel. So that's no surprise. And we've also got practice speaking positively about other people, events, and especially the future. I'm sure this one came out as well, which I find really funny. But we're always manifesting, right? And use equanimity to calm your emotions, right? We are always manifesting, you guys. Always, always, always. Let's not forget that. And so it's so important to just to kind of tune into what we're focusing on. That's the thing that they want to leave you with here is yeah, cough. Like when you cough, it's kind of like the angels emphasizing that message, but just be aware of what you're tuning into and what you're focusing on, because whatever you focus on grows, right? So if you are going through the contrast, experience it, release it, don't be afraid to do that, right? But then once you feel like that energy is shifted, continue to focus on the light and the sun and the hope and the joy and the bliss and the love and the compassion and all of that, you know? But anyway, this is an incredible reading. There's a lot going on next week. It's a lot of heart space, it's all parts of us really, but just have the most beautiful week, you guys. Enjoy the close of April and have a great start to May, and I will see you on the next reading, or I will see you in my Facebook group or on my Facebook page. But it's such an honor to be with you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your ongoing love. It really helps. It really helps when there's that energy exchange of that love, to make sure that I can get these videos out in a really good prompt time. So hope it helped. Many blessings, and speak to you soon. Mwah.